Hi, today I want to talk to you about one of my favorite sitcoms, The Big Bang Theory. It first came on at around the year 2007 on CBS. Um, it's basically about two nerdy guys named Leonard and Sheldon. And, they're really abnormal, smart scientists um, that work as research physicists at a university. I don't really know what the university is called, and it takes place in the state of California. They both live in a apartment together, and their lives kind of come their so their social lives kind of get a little boost once a girl named Penny moves next door to them. Um, Leonard instantly falls for Penny. He just looks at her and saying, "It's like this is the most beautiful girl I've ever seen in my life." And then Sheldon's like, "I don't know. The big deal is, but he doesn't really have much of a sex drive." Well, actually, in the first episode, he did, but the creators kind of changed his character to he's just all about science and I'm the boss of everything. You can see him on the very first episode. He kind of flourished with Penny a little bit, like leaning into the board as he's showing Penny off in their apartment, but that whole aspect changed. He basically just became like, oh, I don't really do dating or anything. I don't really care about dating or women or have any sort of sex drive whatsoever. But anyways, Penny acts all Penny Penny acts all nice and generous towards Leonard and Sheldon, despite how nerdy they are, despite how stereotypically girls like her don't really socialize with guys like them. That's pretty much the main theme of this show. Is that this really hot girl becomes friends with these guys that you don't really see. You want to see a relation like that every day with guys like them. Um, there's also the three main characters where I just discussed were Leonard Hofstadter. I hope I said the last name right. Sheldon Cooper and Penny. Nobody really knows her last name. They might release that in season 9 this year, which comes out sometime this fall, September 21st on CBS. If you didn't know. Let's see what else. What was I going to say? How there are two other main. There's Penny, Leonard, and Sheldon, and there's also Raj and Howard. Raj and Howard also work at a university with them, and they're basically best friends with them. They come over to the apartment all the time and eat lunch at their couch. Um, and basically, Howard is like works for is like an is like an engineer, astronaut engineer. Raj is all about the stars and the planets and pretty much solar. I don't really know the name of their specific job, but yeah. Howard is the only one in the group who does have a PhD, and that's kind of a gag with them. Sheldon and them are always making fun of how Howard doesn't get to have his PhD and everybody else does. You always try to make him seem superior to him, but it's really just all fun. It's really all for fun and games. They really are all just best friends, even though sometimes they mess with each other. They're kind of just acting like what guys do. Howard, in the beginning of the season, you see Howard flirt with Penny a lot. That kind of changes later on, as mainly when he met Bernadette. Bernadette is also becomes a main character around season 4. Bernadette is a character that Penny introduces. Penny sets Howard and Bernadette on a blind date out of Howard blackmailing Leonard because, basically, I hope this not spoiler a little bit. Turn off the video now if you don't want to know about Penny and Leonard's relation. But Penny and Leonard end up going out at around season 3. Basically, Leonard and the whole gang goes out into this field trip, kind of like a experiment. Go out into like to do this experiment in Antarctica, and when they were gone for like 3 months, and when they came back, I guess Penny realized how much she really likes Leonard, and then when they came back, Leonard knocks on Penny's door. She just starts kissing him, and then they end up going out. Um, what was I going to say before? Oh yeah, Leonard. Basically, no. Howard blackmailed Leonard because apparently back a long time ago, Leonard and Howard made like a promise to each other. If any of them get girlfriends, they would have that girlfriend set him up, whichever one of them up with one of their hot girlfriends. And Howard pretty much blackmailed guilt trip Leonard into asking Penny, can you set him up with somebody? And Bernadette was just a friend of hers that she worked with at a cheesecake factory. Penny works as a waitress at a cheesecake factory for most of the series. And they basically set him up on a blind date, and they ended up going out. Sheldon ends up getting a girlfriend by Howard and Raj setting them up on a blind date, kind of on a dating website, by like a perfect match, kind of like a little bit like eHarmony, kind of. I don't really know how eHarmony works, but I just kind of assume that's how it works. But let's see what else. Raj is the only one currently who's not really settled down with anybody. I guess the writers do that because they want somebody to still be single. They want somebody to still be struggling to find a relationship. I guess they just want that plot still in the story. I guess it would be kind of boring if everybody was just in a relationship, everybody was all happy and stuff. The first three seasons are one of the best. They're just the funniest. But then later on in the series, they start to go more the whole science. They lose a little bit of the science comedy and like the nerdy comedy, the comic book comedy. Focus more on the relationships and stuff, and like settling down. And I just miss more of the comic book and movie references. It's more like I like it better when they like show Penny how, this is how we live. This is how we live. This is how we are, and this is what's fun to us, rather than Penny just kind of insulting. Penny just like insulting them and telling him, "Oh, you guys have no life." Kind of like how these later seasons are. Like it's really just it's. Sometimes I feel like they're losing that geekiness. Well, maybe that's just character development. I'm not really sure. There's still a good show throughout the series, but I kind of do miss the way more nerdiness to them. Let's see what else can I see. That's kind of it for now. Thank you for watching.